Uh, Arabas and Kahala Yahweh by Shimmy Awasha. Um, quick little lesson through the spirit, man. Spirit helped me while I'm at work to do a quick little lesson. On like why you feel stuck or B, you are stuck and you know you're stuck, but you can't seem to get over that hump, or you just seem like everything you do, you're not prospering in everything that you do. You just keep doing the same thing, but you're not seeing any fruit. I got a precept, book of Psalm chapter, the class Psalm chapter 1, because it may be because you keep committing the same sin, but you're not aware. A lot of times we be doing things and we feel like we're doing the right thing, but the whole time the Most High God telling us that we need to do something different. you know. Or a lot of times we just lack the what's the word? We lack accountability. So therefore like we don't do the self reflect the way that we should to actually get to the root of the problem, or like to the root of the things that's causing us to fall short. This book of Psalms, chapter 1, I'm gonna start at verse 1. Blessed is the man that walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly, nor standing in the way of sinners, nor sitteth in the seat of the scornful. So this is so it says, blessed man that walk not in the counsel of the ungodly. So walk not in the ways of this world, or B, don't don't walk in the way of those wicked counsel of the world. That could be IG, that could be your family member, that could be anything. So the first thing you have to see is, like, who are you truly getting counsel from? Is it these scriptures, or B, is it your family and friends that are not in this truth? You gotta find righteous elders or righteous brothers or sisters to actually get great counsel from. You can't expect to get counsel from the wicked and expect to prosper. It's not gonna happen. Verse 2. But his delight is in the law of the Lord, and in his law does he meditate day and night. Just ask yourself, like, when was the last time you went and just read the law and just meditated in it? Meditate means to constantly think upon. So when was the last time you actually went inside the law and meditate, okay, bam, the Ten Commandments, okay, it's like you got a phone call. Um, but yeah, go back to what I was saying. I'm gonna read the verse again. Psalm chapter 1 and verse 2. But his delight is in the law of the Lord, and his law doeth he meditate day and night. So when was the last time you went inside the Torah and actually read and actually tried to make sure you're doing what it calls you to do? Or when last time you just walked out the days and meditate on different commandments? You know, you meditate on, oh man, am I covenant right now? Am I actually loving my neighbor as myself? Whether it be a righteous Israelite or either wicked Israelite. Am I truly loving my people as I love myself? You know, there's a lot of things that we do throughout the day that we're not conscious of, that we may slip up on. The Lord said He even judges for our thoughts. So how, like, so that means the thoughts that you're thinking, if those things are not aligned with Most High God, then you're gonna be judged for that. That's why it's key to meditate on the law of the Lord, because if you're meditating on the law of the Lord, you don't have time to think about folly. Um, Verse 3, and it's a key point. And he shall be like a tree planted by the rivers of water, and bringing forth his fruit in its season. His leaf also shall not wither, and whatsoever he do, he shall prosper. So the prerequisite for you to prosper in everything that you do, you have to, for one, get good counsel, and two, meditate on the laws of the Most High God. So if you're not doing those two things, you have to sit back and reflect. Okay, what can I start doing today to to get myself aligned with these first two verses? And then once you do that, then you will see things start work out for you. Then you will see how your life starts to change. But until then, you're gonna continue to be stuck. You know. And then, and so those prayers that you're putting up, it's gonna require you to do some change. You can't pray and pray and pray and expect most of God to bless you if you're not changing. Let me get the classic Proverbs chapter 28. 1 to 28. If I'm off, I found it for sure. Uh, Proverbs chapter 28 and verse 9. He that turned away his ear from hearing the law, even his prayer shall be abomination. So those prayers that you putting up, is really in vain. If you not, if if you're not constantly seeking the Most High God and constantly going back into His law, making sure you're on point, then those prayers that you're praying for to be increasing for, financial increasement or faith or wisdom or whatever it may be, you're not gonna get it until you do what? Until you go and seek the Lord and just do what He calls you to do. You know, the class that we always pull out is Matthew 6. Seek first the kingdom of heaven, and everything else should be added unto you. But you're not seeking the kingdom of God if you're not in His law and inside His word. You're just not. So for sure, so for like any brother or sister that watch this and feeling stuck, try those two things. Like try going through and try like to reflect and truly reflect. Like take time and just sit by yourself, just meditate on like everything that you do throughout the day. If you have to like take a little journal on like okay, take a journal to you as you walk around throughout the day. Like okay, and every hour or like every hour or two, just pull out the journal and be like okay, what have I been doing so far? Or like how what thoughts have I been thinking today? And then just go back home and just reflect on that and just see do those things line up with the word of the Most High. If they don't, you have to change those things in order to prosper. You know. But I hope this lesson was edifying through the spirit. Just something I had to just get off my chest. Um, and with that, I say, call her like Howell by Shem Yahweh Shah. I say, Shalom.